Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Do you have some of these food items in your pantry? I stockpile them for emergencies because they're fast and they're very simple. And I thought I would share with you a way that I store these because the boxes take up so much room. So the first thing I do when I bring these things home from the store is I stick them in the freezer for 3 or 4 days, because then if there's any of those like little weevily bugs that are in the grains or things, it kills them. Then I'm not going to store this big old box in my cupboard. This is what I do. I take it out of the pack and I put it in a Ziploc bag. So you can see for the pastaroni, I took all of the noodles out and the little sauce pack, and I put it in a sandwich bag, and then I can roll it over, and this whole thing makes up the entire box. Then I took this container that I had and I opened it up and I stacked them up in here, and I have like 14 or 15 of them fit in this little container. Then I put the label, because I put all the same variety in here, and then on the back, I put the back of the box with the directions. So then I can take one of these, 1 3/4 cup of water, a splash of olive oil, and I can actually have a big old pot of noodles. I can serve it with a can of vegetables. I can toss in a can of chicken or whatever, and I can have a meal for my family in an emergency. They're good to take camping. Then the macaroni and cheese takes up a little more space, so I put those in a little bigger bag. So I took out all of the noodles and I put in the sauce pack and I squeezed all the air out, and then I put those in this box simply because it's one that I had. So I put the label in here, and the directions are even right here. And I have like, I think 8 of them are in this container, and I could probably get 1 or 2 more. And then I can seal it up and stick it in my cupboard. Then I have some rice-a-roni, and this I put just in a little sandwich bag, and it also just requires some water and a little olive oil. This one is all red beans and rice. I put the same flavor all in one. The directions are on the back, and I think this is just a little container. I think there's like 8 of them in here. So then when I want to prepare one, I can just take one little packet out and prepare it. I don't have to have a great big huge box. So I have a couple dozen boxes of these things right here. And instead of having a couple dozen of these giant boxes, which are full of air, I thought I would share with you how I store things like prepared pasta-roni, macaroni and cheese, and rice-a-roni, so that they don't take up so much space in my little kitchen or pantry, and then they're going to last longer, and I'm ready for an emergency because I have many, many meals right here in these 3 little plastic containers. And there's no one right way to store things. There are different varieties. Some things will last longer than others, so do what works for you. I hope you'll subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel. So have a wonderful day.